Here we are. Today's the day that we play with fire. Welcome back. This is day, what are we, day 4? We get day 3. Okay, thank you. Day 3 of the custom process of how we make jewelry here at David Douglas Diamonds. And I just want to thank you all for joining us today. And you know, we are so gifted with, so blessed with so much talent here. Here's another talent that we have at David Douglas Diamonds. It's Abby. And Abby is also an award winner for a design from the Georgia Jewelers Association. And so we are so proud to have such talent in our store. Abby not only is an award-winning designer, but also has just a full line of jewelry here in our store. She also has a website, mettlebyabby.com. And but let's not wait any longer. Let's go play with more fire in the back with Haley. So come on, let's go. Come on. I can't wait for you to see this. This is so cool. Whoa, watch out. This is fun. And there's Haley.
Hello again.
And so Haley is going to be casting the flasks that we put in the oven last night. So show us inside the oven there. We got the 2 flasks. The W is for white and the R is for red. That burned out overnight. Right now we're at a temperature of roughly around 900 degrees. And so inside there is where the wax used to be, and it is empty now. And we're going to replace that with the white gold that we have there in that little tray. So let me just show you why she's getting that set up. This is our casting grain here. So here's our white gold. And then this is our rose gold. And so Haley's going to pour that into the white thing that's in there. It's called a crucible. She's going to pour the metal into the crucible. And then we're going to heat that up to a bazillion degrees, which is really actually only 1800 or so. And get that nice and molten. And then she's going to let that thing spin. And all that melted gold is going to go inside. This is going to be a little loud, so I'm going to stop talking for a minute. Alright, so all that gold that was molten now just spun inside the flask where the wax used to be. And after this stops spinning, we're going to get a chance and we're going to have to kind of break that open. Well, while it's nice and hot, the fun thing is to quench it. We just love quenching it in a little bucket over here, so we got, in just a minute, we'll put that in the bucket and get our ring out of the investment that we have there. This thing is still a little toasty. Now the metal has already solidified on the inside, so it's not liquid or anything. It's nice and, ooh, show them that button. Nice and red and hot. So they're going to go quench that.
And there's our first white gold ring. It's a little dirty. We got to knock off the investment that's stuck on there. Looks like I cast it pretty well. So you can see that we've got our sprues right there. These actually helped for the gold to go all the way from the very bottom up to the top, because that's a long way for gold to travel and fill in these little spaces up top. So these channels really helped get that molten gold from the back right up to the top of the ring. And then this guy down here is called a button, and we'll trim all of that off and actually reuse this button into the next cast that we do. I think we're ready for round 2.
We're ready for round 2 of the rose gold. So this time I've got her all set up, and she's able to just pour the rose gold into the crucible. We'll get that fired up because I know how much all you like to see fire. I don't know what it is about fire. We just all love to see it and play with it. And so here we go. There it goes. So one of the fun things I like to do is show you how hot this really is. And since I like to play with fire so much, so we got that button is just a glowing, and that puppy is hot. And so we're gonna step on, we're gonna let that cool off, and then we're gonna step on over here, and Haley's gonna show you some more of the process.
Yeah. So from this stage, we would actually trim off all this excess gold, and we would then throw the piece into our magnetic tumbler. And what happens is there's a magnet that gets dragged around in a circle under there, creating that whirlpool. And then these steel shot pieces, they're just little like sticks of metal. They get tumbled around with it. And because gold is not magnetic, that gold doesn't get caught as much in the current. And then the steel shots like hit up against them and knock off all that excess investment and gross stuff. And it actually also makes it a little bit shiny.
And how long do we leave it in there usually, Haley?
I do it for about an hour,
okay,
maybe more sometimes.
Sounds great.
And then from there, you kind of get to see what that ring is going to look like in the end. It's starting to look shiny, definitely starting to look like a beautiful engagement ring.
So cool. So tomorrow, we get to see Haley do a little more finishing on it, setting some stones and polishing and get it all finished up, and then we'll do a final polish on it and final cleanup. Now, one of the fun things here at David Douglas is, as we were casting all this metal, when we make customers jewelry, if they ever want to see us actually cast their piece of jewelry, we're more than happy to do that for them. And it's a lot of fun. We've got glass here if you are a little nervous and you want to be on the other side of the window while you watch, or if you want to come in here and have the whole experience, that'd be awesome too. So thanks for joining us for this day. I look forward to having you come tomorrow and join us again to kind of begin to see the beginnings of the final end of this cool creation. So join us then. Thanks. See you then.